The night was dark and silent as Marcus, a seasoned trucker, navigated Interstate 10 through the remote expanse of West Texas. After a grueling shift that had stretched far beyond the usual limits, he was eager to find a place to rest. The Pecos Flying J Travel Plaza near Sanderson seemed like the perfect stop. Little did he know, he was about to encounter something that would forever change his perspective on the supernatural. As he pulled into the rest area, Marcus immediately noticed an unsettling quiet. The lot was sparsely populated, with only a few trucks scattered here and there. The neon sign of the Flying J flickered intermittently, casting long, ghostly shadows across the pavement. He parked his rig and, after a brief stretch, headed towards the diner for a quick meal. The air was unusually cold, but Marcus dismissed it as a mere chill from the evening wind. Inside the diner, the atmosphere was eerily subdued. The few patrons present seemed as weary as he was, and the flickering overhead lights created an unsettling ambience. After a hasty dinner, Marcus decided to take a short walk around the rest area to stretch his legs and clear his head before settling down for the night. As he strolled past the old, weathered benches and faded signs, Marcus couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. The rest area, though seemingly benign, had a haunted reputation among truckers, with stories of ghostly apparitions and unexplained phenomena circulating among the drivers. Marcus had always brushed these stories off as nothing more than folklore, until now. The temperature dropped noticeably as he approached a particularly old bench near the edge of the lot. The air grew colder, and the shadows seemed to twist and writhe as if alive. Marcus noticed a figure seated on the bench, a man dressed in antiquated clothing, his hat pulled low over his face. The figure seemed oddly out of place, but Marcus, trying to dismiss his unease, decided to check if the man needed help. "Evening," Marcus called out as he approached. "You need any assistance?" The figure did not respond. As Marcus drew nearer, the man's appearance became clearer, his face was pale and gaunt, with hollow eyes that reflected the dim light. Before Marcus could react, the figure began to fade, becoming translucent and then vanishing into the night air. A cold sweat broke out on Marcus's brow. He turned quickly and walked back towards his truck, but the unsettling feeling persisted. The whispers of ghostly voices began to drift through the air, mingling with the soft, mournful wail that seemed to emanate from nowhere. The once familiar rest area now felt suffocatingly eerie. Marcus hurried back to his rig, his heart racing. As he climbed into the cab, the temperature inside seemed to plummet even further. The shadows outside the truck appeared darker and more ominous, and the voices grew louder, their whispers almost tangible. The engine sputtered and struggled to start, adding to his growing sense of dread. Just as he managed to get the truck running, he looked out the window and saw that the rest area had become even more foreboding. The shadows seemed to move with a life of their own, and the cold wail of the spirits grew louder, echoing through the night. With a surge of fear, Marcus slammed his foot on the accelerator, and the truck roared to life. He sped out of the rest area, glancing back through the rearview mirror. The ghostly figures and eerie shadows seemed to recede as he drove further away, but the haunting cries lingered in his ears. The rest of the night was a blur as Marcus drove on, his mind racing with the images of the ghostly figure and the chilling wail. The encounter left him deeply shaken. From that night on, Marcus made a point to avoid the Pecos Flying J Travel Plaza. The rest area near Sanderson had revealed a darker side of itself, one that confirmed the chilling tales and folklore that had circulated among truckers for years. The Pecos Flying J would remain a cautionary tale among the trucking community, a place where the past's tragic echoes lingered in the cold night air, and where restless spirits roamed, seeking peace in the shadows of history.